T. I'm back with another banger with y'all, man. If you're new to the channel, go that like button, subscribe, and go comment. This is what happened to the Baltimore Club music, part two. So I'm back with another one for y'all. If y'all didn't check the last video, go ahead and check my video on what happened to the Baltimore Club music. I'm gonna just re-edit that video, probably like a part one, because it's definitely to be talked about. I think I have to pick up from where I left off, and let's give you guys a good edit to it, man. So I'm gonna start off with this video right here. I forgot to mention this from my last video, but these are the two guys right here are the pioneers, or not the pioneers of the Baltimore Club. They kind of like, this is like the first banger ever in the city of Baltimore. So I forgot to mention this in my last video, but I'm gonna go and squeeze it in because it's part of the timeline. But yeah, this is the Doodle Brown, the two hype brothers. What I do? I wish I could play the sample, but I can't due to copyright restrictions. But it happened. So this is one of the early club bangers. Very good song. Get you on your feet. Um, a salute to these brothers for making history for the city of Baltimore. Very high respected. I'm pretty sure they still do tours to this day, like reunion parties and everything else. And isn't it interesting to see things like this for the city of Baltimore, especially like in the early '90s, and and transcend it over to different things. But yeah, back to what I was saying, man. My last video, I talked about, the different club bangers like Mr. Postman and Stomp Your Feet and do all them different mixes, man. I think I was like in like more like in the late '90s to the early 2000s. So I went from '99 to '04, and seeing that time period, that's when all the club music was really, really high. It was at its peak. K Swift was definitely still on the up and coming rising. You had different DJs that was just setting mixes. A lot of people from different cities love coming to the Baltimore club scene. And then in that time period, it was just getting hot, man. And I want to salute to all these people, man, for making this city, bringing something different to the table, man. But yeah, as time goes on, I'll say from like 2004 to 2010, that was an interesting run for the city of Baltimore because we had like the club music was starting to change. It was getting a little freakier, even though club music was always freaky. We had uh, bangers like keep fucking around, like messing around. I'm gonna go get my gun and the crazy legs and dance my pain away. See, these were different era songs that was coming in. So I seen the Baltimore club music changing, but people was just it's just that different sounds coming about. The South was taking over a little bit, so everything was all coming to mixes and mashes constantly, man. But it was definitely at its prime by then. As time went on, from like '04 to '06, definitely still popping. We even had what's the old dude name? Yeah, MTV come to the city of Baltimore. They came to Club Choice, one of the most popular clubs that was in Baltimore back in the day. And once again, I mentioned my lab, they used to shut down at 5 in the morning. This bad I was in there at 5 in the morning. But let's get back to the timeline because I don't want to get off track. But like I was saying, yeah, like for the last, due to the it was like from '04 to '10. This was like the time when it was coming to its rise and fall, man. And like I said, we had different club songs. The dance style was changing. As time went on, rappers came up with their own dance style. You had guys like Soldier Boy and all these different type of dance moves. So it was slowly taking away what we had, but not really because club music was still a top thing. And I'm glad it was a top priority throughout this time and the past times and everything. Yeah, so as time went on, but XQ was popular. Baltimore was definitely respected. It was a different world back then. People was dancing in my city. A lot of people was dancing when I was a kid. Um, it was slowly, but the club music was slowly being taken away from us. So as time went on, I was getting older. I'll say like in middle school, that's when I started to see the club scenery change. People just stopped dancing. I mean, actually, I'll say like at the high school, that's when the club music changed because people just stopped dancing, getting older, started making life decisions, and it's crazy because like we have to realize how legendary this Baltimore club music scenery is, and I think that in my opinion it has to come back because as soon as Baltimore club music went away, it just felt like, I watched some people that I went to school with, people I lived in different neighborhoods with. They used to dance off this music. They were pretty good dancers, but as time went on, when you leave your craft and do other things, you might end up doing the thing that you're not supposed to be doing. Going to jail, wasting time, making wrong choices, hanging around the wrong people, and that's what happens because this Baltimore Club music got taken away from us, man. It make you want to get up and dance and do some other stuff. But yeah, man, I'll say from like '04 to '09 was definitely a good time. I mean, that's the time when the high school parties were starting to kick off, but they definitely had high school parties back then. It just feel like they were just more lit. The club music sound more organic. Nowadays, we don't even have nothing, man. I hope that the club music, Baltimore Club music scenery will come back. But yeah, back to what I was saying, we got different club type of bangers. Dance styles is changing. It's just that the world was just changing in general, like the swag. People stopped wearing baggies. I just stopped seeing dance off. Like everything was just taken away when it came to this club music. I think that this would definitely be the solution to all the problems because kids need to still dance. I was dancing as a young shorty, so that's in my experience and me having the city of Baltimore. I know that I want to like play the music so bad, but I can't, and I don't really gotta give you experience. From how I seen the Baltimore city went from its rise to its fall, and it's crazy, man. It really had a great run. But I'm also gonna mention one thing, and it just felt like after K Swift died, and once again, rest in peace. I want to send my condolences to the family, anybody that's watching. I want to give all respect and all love. And it just felt like when she passed away, it wasn't the same no more. That energy, that flavor, she was like the heart and soul when it came to the Baltimore club music. It's crazy, man. So much of an impact. She was loved by different artists from the industry and all over the world, man. And once that happens, for like the whole Baltimore club see just shut. We had people that was holding it down to like Pork Chop and Diamond K, all the rest of the DJs that was continuing from when they started, and everybody together started as a whole. And I like the fact they kept that foundation going. But like I said, man, I'm gonna go ahead and end this video on how my opinion on what I think the club music has ended. I just think that after 2010, people just stopped, doing the crazy legs. Like it was slow. We had dance offs still, but hey, man, we had the jerk, we had the stanky leg, we had all these different moves, and I think that people just translate a different dance move from different all sides of time, the West Coast, the South, different types of genres where music, different type of vibe that was coming in, and I feel like ever since then we just kind of got taken away from what we used to dancing our feet on and moving our legs to. But if I missed anything from this video, please feel free to do so. This is part two. What happened to the Baltimore club scene? I just think that was a good run. Definitely in the early '90s, the late '90s to the early 2000s was the best peak in my opinion because I just think that it was way more energy. It was something more organic. I'm not taking away what was made later down the line, but it just wasn't the same feeling no more. But I'll get like an aftermath of it, so I'll be more like a part three. So feel free to do so in that comment section. If I missed anything, feel free to hit that comment. Like, subscribe if you're new to the channel, and I would love to hear your opinion about your experience with Baltimore Club music, and let me know if I missed anything from this video. I'm out with the world. Peace.